Qin Feng obtained the system, but strangely, the system was shared with experts from various fields around the world. Qin Feng completed tasks here and they will also receive rewards. Opening system release task. Pursue the school flower and be together. Reward. Immortal medicine. This reward is good. Qin Feng immediately starts the action. Qin Feng said, "Hello, Luo Xiaohua. Nice to meet you. School flower. How happy are you?" Qin Feng has become autistic, and the labor and management have not completed this task yet. Why is Gao Leng? Anyway, I'm still young. But the big shots around the world are starting to panic. You're still young, what should we do? The world's largest consortium. What is the size of a school flower? There are things in the world that cannot be solved without money. The world's #1 assassination organization. Luo Xian, go find Qin Feng yourself. Or should we tie you up? The world's top weapons dealer. Luoxian, the fire god artillery has been aimed at your villa, take care of it yourself. Luo Xiaohua. What? This book, also known as, The Refusal to Confess to the School Flower, starts the world to panic, book friend group. 250232812 novel keywords. Sharing systems with global giants, I am invincible. No pop-ups, sharing systems with global giants, I am invincible. Download the complete TXT collection and share the system with global experts, I am invincible. Latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. Does the system share the top 10 giants in the world? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1. Does the system share the top 10 giants in the world? Around 8 o'clock in the morning, it was already dawn, and various cars flowed back and forth on both sides of the road. This is the bustling city of the Dragon Empire. The capital city. TM, how could you oversleep? At this moment, a young man wearing a white T-shirt was anxiously shuttling along the road, seemingly ignoring the traffic lights and sidewalks, rushing in one direction. The young man's name is Qin Feng. Today is the day for him to take the postgraduate entrance examination. But for some reason, I overslept. The exam time is 8.30 minutes. But it's already 8 o'clock and he hasn't even arrived at the exam room. With a sneer. The friction sound between the tire and the ground is exceptionally harsh. An extended version of Rolls-Royce came to a sudden stop, but still managed to knock Qin Feng out a few meters away. What's the situation with this young man? Why is he walking without looking at the road? The driver in the car frowned fiercely and was about to get off to observe the situation, but the 10 men and women wearing masks in the back of the car got off early. No one knows, in fact, these 10 people are experts in various fields around the world. They gathered in the capital just to discuss some projects. Among these 10 people, Chairman of the first foundation of the Dragon Empire. There is the world's _1 assassination organization leader. There is the CEO of the world's top weapons dealer. Wait, any action they make can make the world tremble 3 times. As the saying goes, when angry, the lords fear it, but when they live in peace, the world will rest. That's the kind of big shot you're talking about. After 10 people got off the car, one of the middle-aged and elderly people anxiously asked, "Young man, are you okay?" Me. Qin Feng struggled to prop himself up, but his mind was blurry. It seemed like he had been knocked off the ground, and his head hit the ground hard. But at this moment, in Qin Feng's mind, machine sounds inexplicably rang out. Ding! Congratulations on the host binding system. Due to some fluctuations in the host's brainwave at this moment, binding may feel a bit sluggish. Squeaking. The machine sound in my mind was as chaotic as a malfunctioning TV or a broken microphone. Ding! Binding successful. With the successful binding of the system, Qin Feng's body felt indescribable pleasure, as if the pain on his body had disappeared for an instant. Once bound by the system in online articles, it seems that there is a therapeutic effect, which is called full health resurrection. Young man, how are you doing? Mr. Stephen, don't ask. Hurry up and call an ambulance for this young man, or call my security guard and drive him directly to the hospital. I'm fine, Qin Feng stumbled and propped himself up, recalling the vague voice in his mind just now. It seemed like a certain system. Can't I bind my own system? Maybe it's an illusion, right? I'm leaving first. Qin Feng didn't manage so much, maybe he didn't hit the crucial part, so it was okay. He patted the dust off his body and immediately ran towards the bus to the exam room. Ooh. 10 big shots are simply dumbfounded. They were knocked out and nothing happened. Can you extort 10 of their bosses? Key medical expenses. They are not short of money. 10 big shots were dumbfounded for a while, and could only reluctantly return to the car. Ding. Congratulations on the host binding system. Due to some fluctuations in the host's brainwave at this moment, binding may feel a bit sluggish. Ding. Bind the system. Ding. Bind the system. Ding. Bind the system. Ding. Bind the system. Strangely, at this moment, a series of machine sounds echoed through the minds of the 10 big shots, which were also extremely chaotic, as if there was a malfunction. It's like the machine sound in Qin Feng's mind, strung across the stage, because the content is also the same. The chairman of the world's largest conglomerate secretly said, "What's going on? Why do I have inexplicable machine sounds in my mind?" The world's #1 weapons dealer whispered, "What binding system? What's going on?" The leader of the world's #1 assassination organization. Have you had tinnitus recently? The 10 big shots faced the machine sound in their minds, but they didn't communicate with each other or take it seriously. But they are all secretly studying what's going on with the machine sound in their minds. The word split into 2 parts, and Qin Feng was knocked away without any pain on his body. He ran as usual, but still hurriedly headed towards the bus stop. But just as Qin Feng passed by a small alley, suddenly, a group of no 3 no 4 people jumped out. There are about 5. Kid, I didn't expect to add something to your takeout yesterday, but you still couldn't sleep until noon. The speaker was a young man with yellow hair standing in the middle. It's called Li Huaigang. Qin Feng suddenly heard this and gritted his teeth, saying, "No wonder I slept until 8 o'clock today. Why did you do this? Do I know you? It doesn't matter whether you know each other or not." Li Huaigang took a puff of smoke and chuckled, "Anyway, you can't think of taking the exam today. Wait for the next year. Aren't you all called by Wang Guizhi?" Qin Feng pondered, only possibly offending this person, right? About half a month ago, Qin Feng was in the corner of the university and saw Wang Guizhi, a wealthy second-generation, bullying a girl in his class. Qin Feng approached and advised. "I didn't expect to be repaired by this group of people." Qin Feng was not satisfied and called the police to handle it. "I never thought that after Wang Guizhi entered, there would be nothing wrong and he would come out. Today should be for revenge. You're pretty smart." Li Huaigang glanced at his watch slightly. "It's over 8.20 minutes now, and if it's delayed for another 10 minutes, this guy won't be able to enter the exam room. After all, 15 minutes after the start of the postgraduate entrance examination, late candidates are not allowed to enter the examination room to take the subject exam. There are only 4 subjects in total for the postgraduate entrance examination. The total score is 500 points. And today is politics among the 4. Get out of my way. If you block me, you won't be afraid of being caught." This exam is really important for Qin Feng. After all, if he doesn't pass, he can only take it next year, but next year is graduation season and there is a lot of work pressure. Take people's money and help them deal with disasters. Who said you're not aware of the current situation? Li Huigen gave a cold smile, and he didn't intend to hit anyone. Anyway, he could hold Qin Feng for 15 minutes. But at this moment, the machine sound in Qin Feng's mind rang again. Ding! Task distribution host Qin Feng, please make sure to succeed in the postgraduate entrance examination. Then complete the task. Task reward: 100 million yuan in WeChat change. Ferrari sports car. A 30 million yuan villa in Beijing. At the same time, 10 big shots from each hotel. This kind of machine sound also appeared in my mind. They were clearly startled. At this moment, Su Xinghe, the chairman of the first foundation of the Dragon Empire and one of the top 10, was sitting on the hotel's sofa drinking tea and was also startled by the sound. Kneeling for a monthly pass. Kowtow bang bang bang. 3 bangs. Author, can you kneel down and beg for a monthly pass? I kowtow to you, bang bang bang. I wish you a happy spring festival. The group is 250232812. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. 10 global leaders received a task, Qin Feng standing behind his back. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. 10 global leaders received a task, Qin Feng standing behind with the words Invincible. Ding! Task distribution host Qin Feng, please make sure to succeed in the postgraduate entrance examination. Then complete the task. Task reward: 100 million yuan in WeChat change. Ferrari sports car. A 30 million yuan villa in Beijing. What's going on? What is it? Why is there another inexplicable machine sound in my mind? Su Xinghe became a bit restless and began to study alone. Is this a task or a reward? What exactly does it mean? But the task was assigned to a person named Qin Feng. It seems that Qin Feng is the host of the system. So what am I? Although Su Xinghe was confused, he had to figure out the inexplicable voice in his mind no matter what. The top priority is to find this person named Qin Feng first. I don't think many problems can be easily solved. Su Xinghe immediately called his subordinates and ordered, call the company's intelligence unit and make sure to find Qin Feng within 5 minutes. Keyword: postgraduate entrance examination. Of course, it's not just Su Xinghe, the chairman of the first foundation of the Dragon Empire, who has Qin Feng's task prompts in his mind. The other 9 big shots. I also have tasks prompted by the system in my mind. They are all very confused. Mr. Steven, the world's #1 weapons dealer, sneered, what the hell is that? The system in the novel. Is this thing reliable? And who is it bound to? The prompt in the released mission is that Qin Feng is the host. So what am I? Mr. Steven doesn't understand either. We can only send people to follow Qin Feng. I want to secretly learn about it. In the sparsely populated alley, Qin Feng is still blocked by a few people. The sound of task prompts appeared in Qin Feng's mind, and he naturally began to pay attention. This sound. Did I bind the system? And even posted a task? I was hit by a car just now, and it seems like I heard something about the binding system in a daze. I thought it was an illusion, but I didn't really listen. At this moment, Qin Feng's heart suddenly lit up like a torch in the darkness, illuminating his heart as he pulled out the code. The system in online literature. Isn't it the golden finger that made the protagonist soar to fame? Successful postgraduate entrance examination. Can we reward cash? Luxury cars. Villa. Has life taken off yet? But now I'm being stopped by a group of dogs here. How can I take the postgraduate entrance exam? Qin Feng became restless for a moment. My phone was also snatched by these people just now. He's not Zhao Zilong, is he? How can we kill 7 in and 7 out when facing so many people? There is no Zhang Fei to answer Dangyang Bridge either. Are you doing such a thing just for the sake of some money? Oh. What do you want to say? Li Huigang looked at Qin Feng. How much money does Wang Guizhi give you? I'll double it. Qin Feng uttered these words. Li Huigang and a few younger brothers burst into laughter. Are you crazy about being poor? Double it. Do you know how much it costs to hire us to do things? Are you afraid you can't even get out 10,000 yuan? If you can't bring it out then, why don't you come to me to settle the accounts? Qin Feng can't break through with force, he can only give money to alleviate the disaster. If the system is true. So if you complete the task yourself, you will have 100 million pocket money, so naturally you won't miss the money. Hee hee. Still accounting for you. What's the use of accounting for you? You sell blood, can you pay us twice? Li Huigang didn't think so and looked at his watch. There were still about 8 minutes left before the task was completed. And on the other side, Su Xinghe sat on the hotel sofa. Zhang, the butler, hurriedly reported, Master, we have found it. We have found it. This Qin Feng is indeed a postgraduate candidate. But now it's probably a bit troublesome. He was blocked on his way to the postgraduate entrance examination, probably offending a wealthy second generation named Wang Guizhi recently. And it's the young man you bumped into on the way back from a meeting with 9 big shots. Surprisingly, it's him. Su Xinghe was first taken aback and then said, then you can notify the constable. Then go help to break through the siege. These people are so incompetent. Taking the postgraduate entrance examination is very important for a college student. Zhang, the butler, responded, Sir, I have already informed you. And these thugs seem to be the thugs of the nearby bar owner Lin Zhensheng, but they shouldn't have been arranged by Lin Zhensheng. They went outside to take on other tasks. Zhang, the butler, continued, Master, the prompt sound in your mind is a bit inexplicable. The task was sent to Qin Feng, but you can hear it here. It feels like Qin Feng is the one who binds the system, and the master is just a subsidiary feeling. After the task is completed, will the master receive the reward or will Qin Feng receive the reward? Zhang Butler is naturally Su Xinghe's confidant. Su Xinghe told him about the system's situation. P.S. After all, Su Xinghe's not good at describing himself, so writing a good conversation between two people belongs to 100% loyalty. I don't quite understand either. Su Xinghe thought for a moment and then said, what's the point? Are we going to help Qin Feng succeed in the postgraduate entrance examination? After completing this task, let's further verify what's going on with the system. Although I'm not short of this reward, we must figure out what's going on with the system. After a pause, Su Xinghe said, let Lin Zhensheng go over and handle it first. It's very likely that the constable will go slowly, so we can't let this kid suffer. If the system is true, this is a rare and valuable kid. The master's words make sense, let's do it first. Butler Zhang nodded fiercely and strongly agreed. The story returns to Qin Feng, who is now extremely anxious. I'm afraid the exam time has passed. This system is really weird, has Qin Feng been blocked? Does it release the task of successfully taking the postgraduate entrance examination? But suddenly, in the alley, a man in a suit rushed over with a large group of security guards. Big brother, isn't that the boss? Why did he come? No way. Let Mr. Lin know that we're making extra money outside, but he won't bypass us. Immediately, the seemingly faint whining of the constable began to sound. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Shocking the whole audience, what exactly is Qin Feng's identity? You are listening at novelfull.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 4. The whole school is shocked. Someone from the War Department. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. The whole school is shocked. Someone from the War Department. Teacher Fan. Why did you come? Lee Mulin felt a thud in his heart as soon as he saw this person. I understand the situation here. You can let the candidates in first, said Fan, looking at Qin Feng. This little brother is right. Take the exam first. If there is any delay, just cancel the grades. Don't delay the student's future. But. Lee Mulin was about to say something. But the examiner Fan let out a low growl and said, Stop talking, I'm taking responsibility for something. Are you really with the group of people blocking the students? Then you go in. Lee Mulin gave Qin Feng a fierce look, feeling helpless. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fan. Qin Feng quickly bowed and thanked him, then took the answering tool and immediately entered the examination room. Fan, the chief examiner, looked at Qin Feng's hurried back and chuckled, Teacher Lee, you should act on your own. If you really collude with someone, I don't think you should be a teacher anymore. You may even be involved in criminal cases. Lee Mulin was suddenly frightened. If the matter was found out, he would really be guilty and unforgivable. However, when Lee Mulin thought about the relationship between Wang Guiji's family, he didn't take it seriously. The other party would definitely protect him. On the other hand, Wang Guiji, who was eating at the Western restaurant, became a bit angry. What kind of luck is this Qin Feng? Can he meet the examiner? Boss, I don't think it's luck, right? Does Qin Feng know the examiner? Otherwise, how could he help him so much? Upon hearing this, Wang Guiji immediately sneered and said, This person is just a poor college student. How could he know any examiner? But he's just lucky. Although Wang Guiji said so verbally, he also began to worry in his heart. If this matter were exposed, it would be easier to say below. If it were to go to a higher level of the empire, his family's relationship would not be good enough. So Wang Guiji felt that he needed to make Qin Feng's affairs a reality. Only in this way can one rest assured. Now it's not just a simple revenge against Qin Feng, but rather the aftermath work. The postgraduate entrance examination room. Qin Feng had just entered the exam room to answer questions when someone called him out. Teacher Fan. How could you be so indiscriminate in black and white? Didn't even investigate the situation. Just let the students in for the exam. If you really wronged him, you can give him a separate exam then. The person shouting Qin Feng out is around 50 years old. My name is Tang Kefeng. Mr. Tang. Mr. Fan's expression slightly changed. Although he was the chief examiner, Mr. Tang was responsible for all the on-site work of the postgraduate entrance examination in the capital today. Qin Feng lives in the university dormitory. Let's ask his roommates when he left the dormitory. We'll know everything now. Mr. Tang walked up and gave Qin Feng a cold look. Mr. Tang is absolutely right. It should be so. Lee Mulin is also cunning and cunning. Look at this posture. Mr. Tang must have been arranged by Wang Guiji, right? Qin Feng, could you provide your roommate's phone number? Mr. Tang chuckled, but it's okay. If you don't provide it, we can still ask. What cannot be provided? You can ask for it yourself. Although there are signal shields in the exam room. But if Mr. Tang wants to make a phone call and find a place with a signal, it can still be done. Soon. Qin Feng's roommate Su Xiaoyuan was called by Mr. Tang. Hello, I'm Tang Kefeng. Are you Qin Feng's roommate? What time did he leave the dormitory this morning? Su Xiaoyuan across from him was first confused and then replied, It seems like he woke up after 8 o'clock, right? What is the specific time point? Around 8:30. I was wondering, isn't this guy going to take the postgraduate entrance exam? Why aren't he going yet? I even reminded him. Upon hearing Su Xiaoyuan's words on the phone, Qin Feng immediately exclaimed angrily, "He's talking nonsense. Although I overslept, I left the dormitory at 8 o'clock and still have time to rush to the exam room. Hee, surveillance footage has already been transmitted from the school dormitory building. It shows that you did indeed leave the dormitory in a panic at 8:30 p.m. And at 8:30 p.m., didn't you say you were surrounded?" Mr. Tang stared at Qin Feng and said, "Now that all the evidence is there, what other excuses do you have? You haven't encountered any thugs blocking you, it's completely nonsense. Of course. The monitor can naturally be forged. Change the time and background, as long as the technology is more advanced, there will be no visible flaws. Defend, just drive this student out. Immediately sneak back to our school and hand it over to their school for handling." Li Mulin felt as if he was puffing his head out. Sure enough, Wang Guizhi's family has a good relationship, and this matter can also be made real for Qin Feng. "You guys. You're all part of the same group." Qin Feng was not a fool either. He naturally knew that Wang Guizhi must have greeted many people before making it real. He was so wrongly accused. Hee, since you have evidence, I won't say anything, but if this matter is found to be false by then none of you can stand alone. No one has to run away. Fan Zhukao snorted. Behind this Qin Feng, it was the Su group that had already greeted him. The first consortium of the Dragon Empire is not made of clay. These people will definitely not have good fruit to eat by then. Immediately. Fan, the chief examiner, can only report the current situation to Su Xinghe. This Wang Guizhi. He actually bribed Qin Feng's roommate. He even fabricated surveillance footage. It's really despicable. Su Xinghe was also furious when he heard this news in his own hotel. "Master, so much time has passed now. I'm afraid Qin Feng's postgraduate entrance examination may not be possible anymore," replied Manager Zhang. "Are we looking for other ways to help Qin Feng succeed in the exam? This will complete the task, and we also know if Qin Feng will receive a reward to verify the authenticity of the system." "That's right. If you succeed in the postgraduate entrance examination, you don't necessarily need to pass the exam, do you? Just say hello to someone from a university and make an exception for admission." Su Xinghe chuckled, and falsely accusing Qin Feng, "He actually dares to oppose our Su group, and he is so unscrupulous. No matter who he is, I will bring him to justice." Qin Feng sighed. Naturally, he was quickly deported back to his own university, which is Capital University of Finance. "Look, isn't that Qin Feng? Oh, is Qin Feng here? Do you know what Qin Feng did today? What did you do? I heard this guy was late for bed and delayed the postgraduate entrance exam. He actually directed and acted a scene where he was blocked by a thug. He almost got into the exam room. Sleeping trough. Is there such a thing? This Qin Feng is really weird. How brave is he? To be honest, this is already considered a criminal case, isn't it? False reporting. Just to get into the exam. Who said it's not true? It's probably going to be very soon. The constable will come to find him, right? This guy usually plays games every day, but he always performs well in all subjects. He's really talented. How about having talent? With this previous exam, he's done. The school definitely won't keep him anymore." Qin Feng is walking on the university campus at this moment. Although he can't hear what the people around him are saying, he can feel that they are all pointing at him. But Qin Feng completely ignored it. "Because I don't have that mood. The postgraduate entrance examination task released by the system seems to be incomplete. But the system did not mention any punishment for failing to complete the task. Next time you come to the task, you must work hard to complete it. When you do more tasks and become more developed, Qin Feng swears that Wang Guizhi will make him look good." Hey, isn't this Qin Feng? Why are you feeling down? Suddenly, a row of people appeared in front of Qin Feng. The person speaking is the Wangguizhi. Wangguizhi didn't mean to mock Qin Feng. He didn't have that leisure yet, but he met him by chance when he returned to school. Wangguizhi. Qin Feng saw this guy's appearance and gritted his teeth fiercely. Did you do all this behind him? What did I do later? Wangguizhi looked proud and pretended not to know. Don't pretend, I know it's you. You can't kill me. Our business is not over, and one day you will regret it. Qin Feng knew that since he had a system, he should start by being indecent and not be tough with the other party when he was weak, but Qin Feng couldn't bear this tone. Wangguizhi looked around and saw no one else, so he said, "Hehe, you know what I'm doing." "What? Do you want Yugong to move the mountain?" Wangguizhi's family's relationship in the capital, facing small figures like Qin Feng. Isn't that just a mountain? Hehe, Yugong moves the mountain. Qin Feng sneered as he waited for himself to slowly complete tasks and become more developed. He didn't know who Yugong was and who the mountain was. Qin Feng doesn't want to have too much fun with this person either. He has to go to the principal's office and take disciplinary action. In the future, Qin Feng will definitely not be able to study in school. Anyway, there is a system. Qin Feng is not worried either. Qin Feng, originally, I quite appreciated you, but why are you meddling? I just cleaned up a girl who spoke ill of me behind my back. You came over to help. Beat you up, and you even went to report to the constable. Wangguizhi smiled proudly and said, "What happened in the end? I can get in and out of the yamen." Hehe. Qin Feng sneered and ignored these people, heading towards the principal's office. Qin Feng, turn around and see, who's here. Wangguizhi suddenly looked into the distance and couldn't help but laugh. These were several constables who arrived at the school. And directly ahead, the university president Huang Gumming hurriedly came and glanced at Qin Feng with a sideways glance, without saying anything. "Hello Captain Jiang," Huang Gumming greeted. "Hello Principal Huang," Captain Jiang said and immediately asked, "Where is the Qin Feng from your school?" "That's it." Huang Gumming looked coldly at Qin Feng and said, "Now our school has imposed a disciplinary action on him, and as for the rest, it will be handed over to your yamen." "Are you Qin Feng?" Captain Jiang also looked at Qin Feng coldly and said, "You are involved in reporting false cases, causing resource waste, which is a serious intentional disturbance to public order. Come with us." "Oh my, Qin Feng has been fired. Unfortunately, his grades are so good." Wangguizhi looked at his younger brother and asked, "Do you think so?" "Yeah, what a pity. With such good grades, I was actually fired. There are stains in this file, and it will be difficult to find a job in the future." "Yes, it seems that Qin Feng's family is also not good, but now it's really miserable." "What's so tragic? Who told him to report a fake case?" "He overslept and used this method. This kind of person deserves it, right?" Qin Feng watched as Wangguizhi sneered and clenched his fist, and said to the Jiang team, "Have you all investigated the matter thoroughly? Why are you so certain that I reported a false case? You believe in the witnesses and surveillance footage provided by Mr. Tang. Have you verified the authenticity of the surveillance footage?" "We have checked the surveillance footage and there are no signs of fraud," Jiang said seriously. "Qin Feng, it's already this time. Why are you still arguing?" Wangguizhi chuckled beside him. "It's okay if you do something wrong, the key is to face it bravely. Take it away," Jiang said, waving and instructing his subordinates to take the person. But at this moment, outside the university campus gate, there was suddenly a buzzing sound. "Look quickly. Why are there a few green cars coming? Sleeping trough. Is this the War Department's car?" "It seems so, right. With this off-road design and the green color, Can it be from anywhere else? War Department's car. Why did it suddenly come to our university? Is there something big going on? Look. There's a car in the middle, doesn't it seem like it's from the War Department? Classmates are all discussing, not knowing why these cars came to the university. Everyone see here. Put in the recommended and monthly tickets. The group is 250232812. There are tycoons who send red envelopes every day, and there are many young ladies. The speed has come. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Dare to provoke Qin Feng. You're done. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Dare to provoke Qin Feng. You're done. Can't it be about Qin Feng? The Qin Feng incident is at most a false report. How could it involve the War Department? That's right, he's not a small person like him. Speaking of Qin Feng, it's a pity. I think there must be something wrong with the situation, because today I saw him leave school at 8 o'clock, and I even said hello. Didn't Qin Feng leave at 8:30 p.m.? The postgraduate entrance examination has already started. I'm afraid someone might have messed with him, causing some big shot. Okay, let's not talk too much about this matter to avoid getting angry. Amidst the chatter of classmates, the few green cars, along with a business Audi in the middle, drove into the middle of the playground. Big brother, what's the situation? Why are there so many green cars here? The speaker is the younger brother next to Wang Guizhi. How do I know? Wang Guizhi felt a little anxious in his heart and whispered, aren't these people brought by Qin Feng? They seem to be driving in our direction. But Wang Guizhi thought that Qin Feng was just a poor college student. How could he find someone from the War Department? It's impossible at all. Is there anything special about these green cars? Captain Jiang, who came to take Qin Feng back to the bureau, was also confused, but still welcomed him up. And on the other side, Su Xinghe was in his own hotel when butler Zhang suddenly reported, Master, Qin Feng's side suddenly had a green car going to school. It seems it was for him, and we are not sure what happened now. Green car. People from the War Department. Su Xinghe was puzzled. He had just contacted the people from the Beijing General Administration and wanted to go and rescue Qin Feng, but they hadn't arrived yet. Why did the people from the War Department go? Is this Qin Feng related to anything else? Master, isn't Qin Feng a poor college student? How could he disturb the people in the War Department? Zhang Butler asked in confusion. They had investigated Qin Feng, and he was just an ordinary college student. I'm not sure, maybe this guy really has a different background. Su Xinghe naturally wouldn't have thought that not only did he share Qin Feng's system, but there were also 9 other big shots. Su Xinghe believes that he should be the only one. Well, Chamberlain Zhang, if these people from the War Department are going to help Qin Feng, then we won't take action. Got it, sir. In the university campus, the cars of the War Department are majestic, like gods descending to earth. Cars of this color are naturally domineering. After all, in the Dragon Empire, the War Department was originally revered and there was no one. Hello, sir. Captain Jiang went up and down, quickly saluted. Although he doesn't know the identity of the person in the car, no matter what, they are all from the War Department. Even ordinary non-commissioned officers are much better than them. Are you from the Yamen in the district? What are you doing here? On the green car, the speaker is someone with 6 stars on their shoulder. His name is Chen Qingshan. Chen Qingshan said as he got off the green car. The people around him were also surprised when they saw the badge on his shoulder. Sir, it's like this. We're here to handle a case of false reporting, and we're about to bring this person back to the Yamen. Zhang's team respected him even more, seeing that his position was not low. May I ask if you have any tasks here? Chen Qingshan hasn't replied yet. Suddenly, in the Audi car, there comes an old man around 60 years old. The people around were even more surprised. Isn't this the president of the first military university of the Dragon Empire? It seems to be called Lu Wucheng. Oh my goodness. The first military university of the Dragon Empire, although in the Dragon Empire, Qin University is the first university. However, in terms of status, there is still no such thing as the Dragon Empire's first military university. Yes, all the students who come out of this place are going to the War Department. And once they take office, they are second lieutenants. Do you know that the president of Qin University can only be considered a vice president? Therefore, this university is only a vice president university. As for the first military university, its president is not at the same level. So this university is the only one in the entire Dragon Empire that is at the same level. Stop talking. Anyway, this is the most impressive president of all the universities in the Dragon Empire. At this moment, Huang Guming, as the president of Capital University of Finance, naturally knows Lu Wucheng. Immediately stepped forward to say hello. Hello, President Lu. Welcome to our Capital University of Finance. Huang Guming warmly greeted. President Lu and the officials won't say a word. We can also hold a welcome ceremony. Welcome, there's no need. Qin Shan took over the conversation and said, did you hear that someone reported a false case just now? Can you check it out? Upon hearing these words, Wang Guizhi was immediately surprised. Why did Qin Shan ask this? Can't it be? No. How could Qin Feng possibly know someone from the War Department? It's impossible. Maybe it's just someone asking casually. Of course I have checked it thoroughly, there is no problem at all. Captain Jiang also sent someone to check the monitor, and it was indeed no problem. Oh. Did you really check it out? Don't make any mistakes, otherwise how could you apologize to the people? Qin Shan sneered coldly, his majestic and self-righteous demeanor. Sleeping trough. Sleeping trough. Why is this statement getting more and more wrong? Wang Guizhi felt even more that something was wrong, as if Qin Shan was quite concerned about this matter. Suddenly, Qin Feng ran up fiercely. I didn't report a false case. I was wrongly accused. Qin Feng saw such a good opportunity, how could he still let it go? Qin Feng. The evidence of this matter is conclusive, what else do you have to say? Wang Guizhi panicked suddenly. Although his family has connections, they cannot go to provoke the War Department. What evidence is conclusive? You did all that. Qin Feng, don't speak out loud. When you speak, it's best to think about the consequences. What should be said and what should not be said. Otherwise, the consequences will be at your own risk. Wang Guizhi's words also contain threats to Qin Feng. As long as Qin Feng dares to sue him, if he can't kill him, he will definitely make Qin Feng pay the price. Am I speechless? Qin Feng ignored him and looked at Qin Shan, saying, you can send someone to verify the surveillance footage again, it must be forged. What surveillance footage? Qin Shan looked at Captain Jiang. It's just a surveillance video of Qin Feng leaving the dormitory on August 30th, but at this time, he said he was surrounded by thugs. Jiang said, and then briefly talked about Qin Feng's situation. So this matter is easy to handle. Qin Shan smiled slightly and looked at a subordinate beside him, saying, he belongs to the technical department of our War Department. The high-tech gadgets in the War Department are all played very well. You can show him the surveillance footage and naturally know the truth. Wang Guizhi saw this situation and his heart began to beat faster. Why could this Qin Feng meet him with all sorts of good things? Firstly, the little thugs found a seamless location where no one would notice. But someone discovered Qin Feng and helped him report as a constable. The invigilators teasing from behind. Then the examiner appeared. Even if the situation gets too big at this point, I don't want to end it easily. That's why I plan to take a risk and make Qin Feng's situation a reality. I thought this was definitely over. Qin Feng is just a small person, how could he stir up waves? But now why are there people from the War Department coming to school again? Now, did you lift a stone and smash your own foot? Everything has made Wang Guizhi confused. No, there must be a hidden connection between Qin Feng and him. Otherwise, even if it's some kind of bad luck, he wouldn't have been affected, right? At this moment, Wang Guizhi's mind is completely disorganized, and he can't stand it anymore. Officer Chen, we have verified it. There is indeed an issue with this surveillance video. The time has changed, the background has changed. Soon. The technical department of the Ministry of War. I naturally watched the surveillance footage several times. The traces of forgery were quickly discovered. Wasting everyone 1 second, please vote for the recommended and monthly tickets. Thank you very much. If you need to add a group, please contact the group number 250232812, end of this chapter. Chapter 6. Shocks the school again. Recommended to the First Domestic University for Research. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6 shocks the school again. Recommended to be the first graduate student in China. Hee, Captain Jiang, is that right? This is your job. It doesn't matter whether it's true or false. Chen Qingshan gave a cold smile, which scared Captain Jiang to shiver. I don't know about this either. It was appraised by my technician, who said it was this surveillance video. There's no fake. Captain Jiang was also very confused. Didn't he guarantee that there was no problem when the technician appraised it? Qingshan, the top priority is to find the technician responsible for identifying the surveillance footage first. There are also college students who falsify evidence, said Lu Wuping, the president of the First Military University of Beijing next to him. Upon hearing this, Chen Qingshan nodded and said, it should be so. As long as we find these two people, everything else will be easily resolved. Actually, there's no need to check. The operator behind me, I know this person, it's him. Qin Feng stood up and immediately pointed to Wang Guizhi, who was a bit disoriented beside him. Qin Feng, don't speak out in anger. I will sue you for defamation, sue you for defamation. Wang Guizhi became anxious for a moment, his accent resembling that of the Chopsticks brothers in a movie. It's okay, when you arrange for the person to give false testimony to arrive, everything will be clear. Qin Feng chuckled and said with a raised eyebrow, I see, you just don't cry until you see the coffin, right? Why don't you arrange to take care of it now? What about your relationship? What about your family's network? Perhaps you don't have the ability to infiltrate the War Department, do you? Qin Feng, you. Wang Guizhi was scolded to the point of being speechless. To be honest, he had thought about the outcome of this day 10,000 times and would not have thought that someone from the War Department would take care of it. Qin Feng must have a background behind it. At this moment, Qin Feng's roommate Su Xiaoyuan was taken there. At this moment, Su Xiaoyuan's trembling expression was very scared. This person is Su Xiaoyuan. Upon seeing this, Chen Qingshan stepped forward with a slight anger and asked, is that the fake evidence you provided? Me. Su Xiaoyuan looked at Wang Guizhi and hesitated for a moment. What are you looking at me for? If you make false evidence yourself and speak it out yourself, it will only be a few days in prison. What are you afraid of? Wang Guizhi's words were very clear, that was to let Su Xiaoyuan take responsibility for the matter himself, it was just a matter of going in for a week or so. But Wang Guizhi just finished speaking. Chen Qingshan lifted it with just one foot. I'm interrogating. What kind of mouth are you talking about? Chen Qingshan couldn't understand the implied meaning behind their words. This is from the War Department. The power of that kick. But it can be imagined how painful it is. But although Wang Guizhi is very impressive, he dare not say anything now. You're right, you're interrogating. Wang Guizhi understood and gritted his teeth, but could only obediently shut up. Your name is Su Xiaoyuan, right? I'll ask you again, who made you do the perjury? Chen Qingshan saw him still secretly glancing at Wang Guizhi and angrily said, You don't need to go see him. When you come to me, you can only answer honestly, otherwise no one else can save you. Me. Su Xiaoyuan trembled with fear, stuttering and unable to speak. Don't say it, right? Then take it away and go to the bureau to talk. Chen Qingshan snorted and said, If you don't say it, the technician who appraised the surveillance footage will also say it. Now is your chance to make contributions. Don't waste it. I say. Su Xiaoyuan quickly spoke up when he saw this, It's Wang Guizhi. He gave me 50,000 yuan to give me false testimony, and I'm also confused. He also said that if there's anything to do, nothing will happen. Oh. Chen Qingshan saw this and looked at Wang Guizhi, saying, Are you holding on to it? Can you still hold on to it now? Me. Wang Guizhi was also in despair at the moment. He knew that this matter might not be able to escape, but he didn't blame anyone. If he blamed himself for being foolish. Qin Feng clearly had a big background, why didn't he know? The people from the War Department came here obviously for him. You can easily let the people from the War Department inquire about Qin Feng's affairs. It can be imagined that the background of Qin Feng is amazing. Why bother with such a person on your own? Qingshan, it seems that the technician in that bureau also admitted it. It was indeed Wang Guizhi who had connections and made him do a fake appraisal. Lu Wuping whispered to Chen Qingshan in his ear. Very good, this matter has been confirmed. Chen Qingshan said, glaring at Wang Guizhi and instructing, Someone, use the War Department's car for me, personally escort him to the bureau, and finally interrogate him. Also, take this Su Xiaoyuan with you. Of course. Just go in that place. What Director Tang? Or other relevant personnel? Everything is going to suffer. Hello student, you should know me, right? Lu Wuping saw that things were over and it was time for his own mission. I know you are the president of the first military university. Qin Feng was very grateful to these people and naturally respected them. But Qin Feng is not a fool either. Today, it seems like he has the help of immortals, and everything has been saved. It's really strange. Isn't it true that I have some big shot to help me? But my family's ancestors have never produced any significant figures for 3 generations, have they? For thousands of years at most, there was Emperor Qin Shi Huang. But Qin Shi Huang doesn't have the surname Qin either. And only oneself should know about the system, right? Qin Feng could never have imagined that his system would malfunction, and the crosstalk went to the minds of 10 experts. Young brother, since you know me, you must also know some about our university, right? Lu Wuping smiled kindly. I know, once you enter that place, you will be escorted to the war headquarters, and if you enter, you will be a second lieutenant. Qin Feng didn't want to go to this place. But when I didn't get enough results in the college entrance examination, I couldn't go there. Although this place didn't have the high scores required by Qingqing University, the first university in the entire empire, I still had to score a lot higher in one book. Do you want to come to our school? Do you want to pursue graduate studies? Lu Wuping said lightly. But everyone around me was stunned. What? Going to the first military university of the Dragon Empire for graduate studies? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's going on here? In this place, after graduating from university, I will be recommended as a lieutenant in the War Department. If I were a graduate student, I would definitely go to the War Department and become a lieutenant. Damn it, Qin Feng. What kind of fate is this? Why did Principal Lu make an exception and admit him directly? Are you stupid? This Qin Feng. It must be related. Is it related? Can't it? What kind of relationship can he have? I think it's just a coincidence. Anyway, everyone around me is skeptical. Is this Qin Feng good luck or is it related? But those who know Qin Feng know that he is just an ordinary college student. Why did you directly let me go to graduate school? Is this an exceptional admission? Qin Feng didn't understand, but the benefits came too quickly, right? Little brother, don't think too much. We're here today and we're also recruiting students. Lu Wuping kindly explained. The staff of our empire did things improperly, causing you injustice and preventing you from taking the exam, which is our negligence in our work. In addition, you are not afraid of fighting for power, and we have also seen your grades here. You have done very well in all subjects, and your physical fitness is also very good. Another point is that the cause of this incident was entirely due to your brave actions and helping the bullied classmates, which led to Wang Guiji's retaliation. In summary, you are completely excellent in both character and education, is that so? Qin Feng was somewhat skeptical, but after thinking about it, he probably didn't have much background behind him. Is it very likely that you have really had bad luck? If you don't want to, you can only wait for the next year and continue taking the postgraduate entrance exam. Lu Wuping's words were very clear. Do you really take advantage of this big advantage? Of course. The people behind Lu Wuping must be trying to pull Qin Feng onto the imperial ship and let him enter the war headquarters in the future. After all, the big shot behind Lu Wuping is one of those 10 big shots. He knows that Qin Feng is a systematic person. Okay, then. Qin Feng could only agree. He didn't want to take the exam again next year. And even if you take the exam again, he also lacks the ability to be admitted to the first military university of the Dragon Empire for graduate studies. So it's because of compensating Qin Feng. I thought he really had some amazing relationship. This Qin Feng is really lucky. He didn't take the postgraduate entrance examination, but found such a big bargain. This guy, he'll be a lieutenant when he comes out. Cowherd. Not necessarily. If you perform poorly, you will also be lured back. I hope so. This person is really unlucky. People who watch movies are often very fascinated because they don't know too much. But Wang Guiji, who was in a whirlpool, knew that Qin Feng was not without him. After all, the examiner's attitude towards Qin Feng was very unusual, and it was impossible for him to come out to uphold justice. In addition, now I have made an exception and directly went to the first military university of the Dragon Empire. Wang Guiji knew that Qin Feng must have a background. Alright, little brother, hello to college. Come and enroll in our school in the second half of the year. Lu Wuping smiled slightly and took Chen Qingshan to the principal's office to discuss enrollment at the school. Actually, it's just a facade. It was to make Qin Feng think that they had met by chance, rather than intentionally helping him. After all, the people behind have instructed that Qin Feng should not know their existence for now. And in the corner of the university campus, at this moment, a glamorous beauty is also secretly observing all of this. This assassin was sent by the leader of the world's first assassination organization, Kingshuman. The leader of Kingshuman, Swayaking, is naturally one of the 10 big shots. She also found someone to pay attention to Qin Feng because she has a strong interest in the systems in her mind. Qin Feng finished today's matter and naturally returned to the dormitory alone. A few roommates except Su Xiaoyuan. Everyone else is here. Nowadays, Qin Feng is an exceptional graduate student admitted to the first military university of the Dragon Empire. They must have great respect. And Qin Feng's words were just lying quietly alone. At the beginning, Lin Zhensheng. And then I don't know who applied for the position. The special care of the examiner. The people from the War Department. Principal Lu and other people. One by one, appeared. Was it an accident? It does look like an accident. But it shouldn't be that simple, right? Qin Feng thought for a long time, but couldn't figure out why he would be taken care of by them. Maybe it's really unlucky. But at this moment, the machine sound in my mind, but I wanted to hear it. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing the task. Successfully took the postgraduate entrance examination. Although the results of the postgraduate entrance examination will take 3 months to come out, Qin Feng has been recommended and can be considered a successful candidate. Wasting everyone 1 second, please vote for the recommended and monthly tickets. Thank you very much. If you need to add a group, please contact the group number 250232812, end of this chapter. Chapter 7. A new task has arrived. Are the 10 big shots ready? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. A new task has arrived. Are the 10 big shots ready? Qin Feng waited for about 10 seconds, but when the system didn't say anything later, he asked, And what about the reward? 1 billion yuan. A luxury car. A villa. The reward has been distributed, what is it? It was distributed. Where is it? Qin Feng was confused, and there was nothing in the promised reward. And on the other side? In Su Xinghe's mind, there was also a notification of task completion. Ding! Congratulations to the host, completing the task. Reward item. 100 million WeChat coins. Luxury car. Villa has been distributed. Task completed. Rewards distributed. Su Xinghe immediately ordered, Old Butler, go check if Qin Feng's WeChat account has 1 billion yuan of pocket money. Who will receive the reward after completing the task? After all, Su Xinghe's Su Group has 2 large companies under its umbrella, one is Penguin and the other is Tmall online shopping, and there are also other industries. The total assets are around 1 trillion yuan. Otherwise, how could it be the first consortium of the Dragon Empire? It's quite simple to check if Qin Feng's WeChat change is 100 million. Master, I checked, but there's nothing. What? No. Shouldn't it be? Qin Feng is the host and should be rewarded to him, right? Su Xinghe was confused. Where did this reward go? Is the system fake? Master, you suddenly have 100 million more money on WeChat. Someone has also sent you luxury cars and villas. Butler Zhang answered the phone, and someone notified them to come over. What? Suddenly, I have an extra 1 billion yuan on WeChat. Su Xinghe blushed and was blinded again. He quickly opened his WeChat account, and indeed, he had an extra 1 billion yuan. Collaborate. Is the reward given to Qin Feng for completing the task? Can't we find the source of this money? I can't find it. I can't find it at all. Just like money in many online novels, there's no source to search for. Zhang, the butler, exclaimed excitedly. Oh my goodness. Is this system real? Su Xinghe sat on the hotel sofa, with sweat beads covering his forehead at this moment. But this system is so strange, it's really confusing. In fact, there was a malfunction in the system when binding Qin Feng, just like channel crosstalk in the minds of 10 experts, and after completing the task, rewards were randomly sent out, but the system itself did not know that there was a malfunction. To put it simply, the task was assigned to Qin Feng, but in terms of rewards, there were a total of 11 people in Qin Feng, and rewards were randomly distributed randomly. Rewards could be distributed to one or more of the 11 people, or all of them. It's completely disorganized. The first reward, Qin Feng was unlucky and didn't get it randomly. Although that's the case, Qin Feng and the 10 big shots can't figure out what's going on with the system. They have to explore it slowly on their own in Qin Feng's dormitory. He is still demanding his reward from the court system. What about the system? What about my rewards? A luxury car. A villa. A small goal. You don't know how to play with me, do you? Qin Feng is almost going crazy. What kind of dog system is this? Did you claim to have distributed the reward even though it was not distributed? Sorry. The reward has been issued. Damn it. Qin Feng has completely lost interest. This dog system, Tynema, is speechless. Completed the task but didn't give a reward. Let's go finish our journey. Qin Feng suspected that there was something wrong with the dog system. It was inexplicable. Qin Feng was really frustrated, but his mood was not good today, but it was also good. After all, he heard that Wang Guiji's family was ruined and all the relevant personnel had gone in, which was very satisfying. I can't sleep, why don't I open the game and play? Qin Feng couldn't sleep all night and could only play League of Legends. At the same time, Su Xinghe sat in the hotel suite, constantly exploring the system and monitoring Qin Feng. Master, we have checked and it seems that Qin Feng doesn't have any background in the War Department. Did Qin Qingshan and Lu Wuping really go to college to recruit students? And then they happened to encounter this incident, which made them stand up for it. Perhaps. After all, this kid is really ordinary. Maybe he and we know about the system himself. Su Xinghe didn't care too much about the system anymore. Anyway, now that he knows about the system, it's probably Qin Feng doing the task and he needs a reward. This is very beautiful. Zhang, the butler, saw that his master was not clear about it, so he set aside the matter and reported, Master, I have detected that Qin Feng's Penguin account is currently opening a game under our brand called League of Legends. Is this kid playing a game? Su Xinghe paused after listening to Qin Feng's movements and said to the loyal old steward, although we have some understanding of this system, we are not completely clear yet. How about we send someone over to get close to Qin Feng and explore it? Master, I think there's no problem. Zhang, the butler, agreed. On Qin Feng's side, today while playing games, he actually met a little sister named Lu Hanyan, and the two of them added each other on WeChat. This little sister has good gaming skills, a pleasant voice, and a gentle personality. Qin Feng also dealt a fierce blow. An overnight stay after 6 o'clock. I just went to sleep now. But what Qin Feng didn't know was that the little sister he met in this game was arranged by Su Xinghe, with the aim of further understanding what was going on with this system. After all, nowadays Qin Feng and the 10 big shots have not really figured out what's going on with the system. Because the postgraduate entrance examination was successful, Qin Feng slept until he naturally woke up. In the afternoon, when Qin Feng woke up, the sound of the system in his mind sounded, as if a new task had arrived. Release task. Host Qin Feng pursue school flower Luo Xian and together. Task completed. Reward. Super Mobile Chip Technology. The phone chip is a 100-core processor, which will be a configuration for the future Apple 100 level. Of course, the tasks for Qin Feng here will be sent out. Task prompts also appeared in the minds of those 10 experts. Shocked. Absolute shock. Su Xinghe's already starting to beat his heart here. What? Apple's level 100 configuration. Oh my goodness. Su Xinghe is foolish. Once such a configured mobile phone chip is released, it will really explode in phones around the world. Under Su Xinghe's umbrella, there is a Sumi phone that competes with the Mi Empire Apple phone. Do you want this reward technique to be obtained? Su Xinghe is certain that his directly owned Sumi phones can definitely beat Apple phones. And Su Xinghe has obtained the Apple 100 level phone configuration. He may not be able to make such a strong phone at once. He can definitely lower some configurations. First, provide an Apple 20 level configuration. And then wave after wave of wool harvesting. Is Qin Feng's task to chase after that school flower? We must help him complete the task this time. According to last time's urine test. Qin Feng has completed the task and the reward given should be from me, Su Xinghe. Master, the top priority is to first find someone to investigate this girl named Luo Xian and see her basic information. Zhang Butler said as he picked up the phone on the table and informed him, immediately find the basic information, keywords, and school flowers of Luo Xian. Of course, with a name and being the school flower, even if ordinary people want to find some information about Luo Xian, it is still easier to inquire, not to mention the first financial group of the Dragon Empire. The people below immediately printed out a copy of Luo Xian's basic information and sent it to Su Xinghe's office. Wasting everyone 1 second, please vote for the recommended and monthly tickets. Thank you very much. If you need to add a group, please contact the group number 250232812, end of this chapter. Chapter 8. The boss was shocked. The reward for this mission is incredible. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. The boss was shocked. The reward for this mission is incredible. Name: Luo Xian. Position: School Flower of Beijing University of Finance. Temper: cold and silent, with a proud heart. Height: 173, age: 22 years old. Ranking of National School Flowers: 3rd place. Household assets: 10.9 billion. Note: netizens refer to Luo Xian as the #1 black silk long leg in Beijing, and she often appears in the eyes of her classmates with her precious black silk. Master, this girl is so excellent. Can Qin Feng be such a kid? Zhang, the butler, saw the basic information of Luo Xian and his face twitched fiercely. The two of them, one is a proud son of heaven and the other is ordinary. No matter how they thought, they wouldn't be together. Judging from what you said, now that there is our Su group behind Qin Feng, what kind of girl is the problem? Su Xinghe sneered and decided, now we'll wait for Qin Feng to take action, and then we'll secretly help. And in every corner of the world. The top 10 global leaders at this moment. I also received such a task. Mr. Steven, the world's top weapons dealer, said, mobile technology rewards. That's not bad. Selling Su Xinghe to the Dragon Empire for at least billions of dollars can be used to build several warships. I hope the next reward can be even better. For example, Star Destroyer Cannon. The leader of the world's #1 killer organization, Takiba Qing, said, the reward this time is quite interesting. The luxury cars, villas, and 100 million yuan in cash from last time were really bad. It's obvious. 10 big shots, who are in different fields, have different views on this wave of rewards. The desire for something is different. Big shots like Su Xinghe, who really want to acquire mobile chip technology, will do their best to help, while other big shots will only observe the situation from the edge. And on Qin Feng's side, he received such a task. It's like scolding a mother. Sleeping slot Nima. Let me pursue Luo Xian. Dog system, why don't you lend me 10 courage? Unless I receive rewards from luxury cars and villas, I can still gain some momentum. But it seems that this school flower has a lot of money in her own family, and she is not a materialistic woman. How dare I? Qin Feng succumbed to death, what task is this? Is it so difficult? He knows that this school flower is famous for its high coldness. The key is that this dog system does not reward anyone for completing tasks. Is it done well or not? Or the first task? Did the dog system malfunction, so no rewards were given? The second time it said it might not be normal. The reward is for the advanced mobile phone chip technology, it's amazing. When it's sold, I don't know how much it will cost. Several billion, tens of billions, hundreds of billions. The reward for the last task has already been distributed in this system. Please don't chatter on, host. In fact, the system may sound impressive, but at most it can be considered a highly intelligent thing. Ultimately, it is still a robot. If it malfunctions on its own, it does not notice it. Naturally, when Qin Feng asks for a reward, it says it has already been distributed. Damn it, don't come out, it's annoying to see you. Qin Feng once again cursed loudly. My heart also began to become entangled. Is this task to be done or not? Not accepting tasks and no punishment. If you take on the task, chasing a high-cold school flower will definitely lead to a nose for dust. Qin Feng doesn't want so much either. He has a class on weekend evenings, so it's time to go to class. Pursuing the task of becoming a school flower, then let's go with the flow. Qin Feng didn't feel like he could succeed. But at this moment, by the garden of the school, a beautiful figure walked over, who was a fashionable and expensive female college student. Her pink short shawl jacket further accentuated her perfect figure, paired with a purple knee-length skirt, it was perfect. A pair of straight long legs, which is somewhat dazzling. This is a naturally pure beauty. Qin Feng remembers one time in the dance studio, when he had physical contact with her, the girl's skin was as slippery as tofu. It's so beautiful. This woman. It's too tempting. Look, it's Luo Xian here. Oh my goodness, this outfit. Hurry up and take a photo. In my library, there is another set of school flower photos. Unfortunately, I actually prefer her wearing black silk. It's a pity not to wear black silk with such incredible long legs. Isn't Luo Xian often wearing it? It's not good to change the style today. But black silk is YYDS. This woman, who wants to have good fortune in her arms. The taste is definitely indescribable. Don't YY, let's just take some photos. Of course, the arrival of Luo Xian, although the fact that Qin Feng was unexpectedly admitted yesterday due to his bad luck, is still not as highly regarded as the attention of Luo University's alumni. The school flower is like this, where it appears is a hot topic. She is the top star in the school. Luo Xian, she's here. Qin Feng also saw the appearance of the cold and aloof school flower. He wanted to go up and chat up at the moment, but still felt a bit hesitant. I'll do this task again. If there's no reward, I won't do anything I say in the future. Qin Feng said, just do it. He took a detour and created an opportunity to meet the school flower Luo Xian by chance. He greeted her and said, Luo Xian, what a coincidence. Do you also have elective classes on weekend evenings? Luo Xian looked directly at Qin Feng, but nodded slightly. Well, there are classes, he said. Say it. Luo Xian walked on her long legs that thousands of people longed for, just about to leave. Qin Feng didn't want to miss this opportunity and took a step forward. Nice to meet you, what elective course are you taking today? Ha, nice to meet me. So how happy are you? Luo Xian was used to these male classmates' conversation, not because she was impolite, but because she was already annoyed. Qin Feng never expected that the other party would give such a reply. It was really speechless, but he still replied, of course I am very happy. Just be happy. Luo Xian said, just about to leave. Qin Feng shouted again, look at the direction you're going. Are you also going to the laboratory? Is there anything wrong? Luo Xi frowned slightly. Why is this male classmate so annoying? No problem, it seems that I also need to go to the laboratory for my elective course. What number of laboratory do you attend classes in? Qin Feng asked. 408, Luo Xian replied coldly. 408, what a pity, I'm in laboratory 405. Qin Feng's face slightly embarrassed, as the sky is not beautiful and I'm not in the same laboratory. Since you have been exceptionally admitted by Principal Lu, go to school well. Luo Xian gave a warning, and then walked away with her invincible figure, leaving only a perfectly curved cliff for Qin Feng. It was something that people yearned for so much. Ha ha ha, have you seen this Qin Feng? Do you feel like you've been admitted out of the ordinary? Do you just think you're qualified to pursue the school flower? That's ridiculous. It's just a stroke of luck. How dare you approach the school flower? Yeah, how dare he? Go talk to Luo Xian. A nose of dust. Even if the wealthy second generation in school were to approach Luo Xian, they would be ignored. Don't talk about him. Don't worry, I actually admire him for having the courage to strike up a conversation with Luo Xian. We dare not. That's right, at least Qin Feng and Luo Xiaohua said a few words, right? This is the third most beautiful woman on the National School Flower ranking. I feel like what's wrong with her being the first place? You haven't seen the person who ranks first on the National School Flower list, that's the fairy descending to earth. Although Luo Xian is already very attractive, she is still a bit lacking. Qin Feng sighed. I also walked towards the experimental building. I quickly arrived at laboratory 405. Everyone, listen to me. Teacher, he is sick. I won't be able to come today. But teacher, he said hello. Let's go to laboratory 408 and have teacher Gu Xiaochun take over the class. Qin Feng listened to his classmates' notice and was puzzled, saying, Teacher, he is sick. Let's go to laboratory 408. Isn't that the laboratory that Luo Xian is going to? What a coincidence, I met you again. Qin Feng walked to the entrance of laboratory 408 and saw Luo Xian also enter at the same time. Aren't you going to laboratory 405? Luo Xian was depressed. How could it be this guy again? I heard that the teacher is sick, so let's come here and have teacher Gu Xiaochun take over the class. Qin Feng initially said that the heavens are not beautiful, but now he has completely lost this idea. It seems that the heavens still favor him. But what Qin Feng didn't know was that everything was actually deliberately arranged by someone. Alright. Luo Xian didn't say anything, so she found an honest and ugly classmate sitting next to the experimental table, which was a group of 2 people. And Qin Feng happened to sit at an experimental table next door. The honest and straightforward student's heart started beating when he saw the school flower sitting next to him. But suddenly, the classmate's phone rang, indicating that someone had sent him a text message. Hello classmate. I have made a deposit of 100,000 yuan for you. All you need to do is give up your seat to the male classmate next door at the experimental table. Did you give me 100000? Give me a spot. This student immediately opened WeChat. Did WeChat really earn 100,000 yuan in change as a result? I almost didn't make a sound. Same classmate, why don't we change seats? Ah. Changing positions. Qin Feng was confused for a moment. Isn't it beautiful to have a school flower next to him? Still changing positions. But did Qin Feng see his nervous expression? Is it that the school flower is under too much pressure on the side? It's okay, brother. If you can't control it, then I'll come. Qin Feng chuckled and said, alright, then change positions. Hello. Luo Xian, I don't know what's wrong with this student. He insists that I change seats. Qin Feng sat down and said a little hello. Hee hee. Luo Xian really hee hee. It was obvious that Qin Feng had exchanged it with someone else, which should have given him a benefit. Now it's better. Why do you insist on changing your position? Epsilon equals Omicron asterisk, it's really too cold. Qin Feng has repeatedly suffered setbacks, and he is really disheartened. He won't do this task, will he? Su Xinghe also saw the frustration of Qin Feng's pursuit of Luo Xian through his eyeliner in the school. A little uncomfortable. This task is indeed very difficult for Qin Feng. But with Su Xinghe around, everything is not a problem. Anyone who obstructs Qin Feng's pursuit of the school flower is an enemy of the Su family group. Wasting everyone 1 second, please vote for the recommended and monthly tickets. Thank you very much. If you need to add a group, please contact the group number 250232812, end of this chapter. Chapter 9. The school flower is cold and high in the face of Qin Feng. How dare she? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. The school flower is cold and high in the face of Qin Feng. How dare she? After sitting next to Luo Xian, Qin Feng didn't approach him too frequently. Just occasionally pretending to ask questions. I want to bring some relationships closer. Actually, Qin Feng's chemistry is very good. Qin Feng. Luo Xian, is this sodium oxide? Luo Xian said, there are words on the bottle, look for yourself. Qin Feng said, how much should we release? Luo Xian said, put as much as you want. Qin Feng. Why can't my alcohol lamp light up? Luo Xian. What's the situation with this male classmate? Go sit at a table with Luo Xiaohua. Look at him, he looks like a dog. Even Luo Xiaohua doesn't want to talk to him, don't you know what's interesting about him? You don't know, this guy thinks he's recommended for graduate school and has gained confidence, right? Isn't he just a lieutenant in the War Department when he goes out in the future? What's so remarkable? Look at what he's wearing, it won't exceed 200 yuan. How dare he? Even if he goes out as a lieutenant, it's still much worse than the family of Luo Xian. I was planning to have the courage to sit next to the school flower just now, but I still hesitated. Many male classmates, although they come to the laboratory for classes, actually some of them have timed out that Luo Xian will come and specifically come to see the beautiful woman. At this moment, his eyes must have been fixed on Luo Xian, and he was constantly contemptuous of Qin Feng. Luo Xian, is the small beaker heated directly? Qin Feng asked again. But Luo Xian couldn't help it anymore. He stood up and said, Teacher, I have something to tell you alone. Okay. The teacher on that platform, named Gu Xiaochun, naturally took Luo Xian to the next office. Miss, what can I do for you? Although Gu Xiaochun is a chemistry teacher at the university. But the money he used to go to college was sponsored by Luo Xian's father's company. Usually, Luo Xian is called Miss in private. Can you help me adjust the table? The classmate next to me keeps asking me questions. Luo Xian didn't mean that Qin Feng really affected her class, but was worried that if Qin Feng continued to approach her like this, her father and her suitors would not be able to get around Qin Feng. After all, today Qin Feng was calculated by Wang Guizhi. Luo Xian also knows. The reason is that Qin Feng helped a girl who was bullied by Wang Guizhi. Coincidentally, that girl is from the Luo Xian class again. Actually, Luo Xian still has a good impression of Qin Feng, but why does she always approach her? Okay. Miss, I understand. Gu Xiaochun also understood the situation. It seems that this Qin Feng has expanded. He thought he was recommended for graduate school, but he felt very impressive. Where did you get that confidence from? But it's just a stroke of luck. Is Qin Feng compatible with my own young lady? Gu Xiaochun returned to the laboratory and walked towards Qin Feng, saying, Qin Feng, if you have any questions, you can go sit with that male classmate over there. He is good at chemistry. I'll change the table for you. Thank you, teacher. I don't think I need it anymore. Qin Feng refused without even thinking about it. He didn't have any problems, he was very good at chemistry. This classmate. Come with me to the office. Gu Xiaochun felt a little angry when she saw that the other party didn't agree. Teacher, go to the office. Do you have anything to do? Qin Feng looked up at Gu Xiaochun. Just come with me. Gu Xiaochun gritted her teeth fiercely and sneered inwardly, what kind of person are you? You don't know the height of the sky and the thickness of the earth, trying to talk to Miss Luo. Alright, Qin Feng turned his head and glanced at the profile of the Ice Mountain School flower before following the teacher away. Luo Xian watched as Qin Feng was taken to the office and whispered, "Finally, I'm leaving. I won't even like you. Why do you need to? Is it good to cause trouble for yourself?" With a bang. After Gu Xiaochun brought Qin Feng to the office, his unattractive face turned even darker. "Teacher, what do you have to do?" Gu Xiaochun looked at Qin Feng, took a deep breath, and said in a rather unpleasant tone, "This student, although I am not your counselor, it is necessary to tell you to give up some unrealistic fantasies and do more practical things. Studying hard is your only way out." "Old teacher, I don't understand what you're saying," Qin Feng said, but he also understood the other person's meaning, which was to ask him not to disturb Luo Xian. "But this teacher is also too much in charge of student affairs, right?" Qin Feng only asked a few questions to Luo Xian, shouldn't he bother? Gu Xiaochun felt even more displeased at his silly appearance and said sternly, "Do you know that you have seriously affected the normal classes of other students? I have the right to let you leave the laboratory." "Oh, who did I affect?" "The one next to you." "Oh. I can't even ask questions." Qin Feng chuckled. "All right. Stop talking, don't take this class. I'll go talk to your homeroom teacher." Gu Xiaochun really hates Qin Feng. When she meets their homeroom teacher, she must talk it over. "Why aren't I allowed to attend classes? Just because I am the teacher of this class." Gu Xiaochun said decisively, "If you don't listen to advice, you will bear the consequences." Of course, the situation of Qin Feng is naturally under the control of Su Xinghe. At this moment, in Su Xinghe's office, only the sound of a cup falling to the ground can be heard. What does this broken university teacher mean? You've been meddling too much, haven't you? Give me a call to the principal of the school and inform this teacher that you can eat more food and don't mind your own business. Also warning Qin Feng to take the consequences of not listening to advice. I think you are the one who takes the consequences of not listening to advice. What is the reward for Qin Feng after completing the task? How can Su Xinghe see a small teacher blocking the way here? At the same time, in the school laboratory office, Gu Xiaochun's phone quickly rang. "Principal Huang. He called me." Gu Xiaochun's pupils widened slightly, and her dark face also smiled. She said with a smile, "Principal Huang, are you calling from here? Is there anything you need? Are you in the office of the experimental building, educating a student?" Principal Huang sternly said. "Ah. Me." Gu Xiaochun was confused. How did the principal know? "I advise you not to meddle in your own affairs, otherwise you will bear the consequences. Just to remind you, this classmate is not something we can provoke, otherwise even the Luo family, who sponsored your education, won't be able to keep your position." Principal Huang received a phone call. Who is that person calling? That's the Su group. For the Su group, what is a Luo family? Even if 100 Luo families were tied together, the Su group did not pay attention. This level. Don't say he's Gu Xiaochun anymore. Even the principal cannot afford to provoke him. No wonder Qin Feng was admitted on an exceptional basis. So there's this relationship. This. Gu Xiaochun was immediately frightened and dumbfounded. What is the origin of this Qin Feng? Judging from his attire, he shouldn't be a wealthy young master, right? Why is even Principal Huang so afraid? Isn't it rumored that Qin Feng's exceptional admission was unlucky? After Gu Xiaochun hung up the phone, her artistic style changed greatly and she immediately smiled. This student, the teacher's words were too intense just now. Actually, you're quite good. If you have any questions, you can ask your classmates more. You can go back first and attend classes normally. Ah. Qin Feng was also confused. Why is this teacher so strange? At this moment, Qin Feng, combined with the events of the past 2 days, has begun to notice something unusual. At the beginning, the bar owner showed himself exceptional respect. The sudden change in face of this teacher now also seems to be extreme fear of himself. Why did this guy come again? It shouldn't have happened. Luo Xian was also confused. Didn't Gu Xiaochun let him go? Did you ask the teacher to drive me away? Qin Feng sat down and his tone was a bit provocative, because he no longer wanted to approach this cold and aloof school flower and naturally didn't get used to her. Otherwise, it's good for you to cause trouble for yourself. Luo Xian gave Qin Feng a cold look. Oh. What do you mean, you're good for me? Qin Feng was a bit skeptical. If it weren't for the fact that you helped my classmate last time, you could do whatever you want, I wouldn't be bothered. Let me tell you one more thing, don't hit on me, don't cause trouble. This is not a threat, it's advice. Luo Xian finished speaking and lowered her head before starting the experiment. Thank you for your advice, I won't disturb you anymore, but I'm not afraid of getting into trouble. Qin Feng felt that he had no chance at all, so he decided to give up the task. He was not afraid of any pursuers of Luo Xian. Qin Feng was just such a person. Otherwise, how could he have been tough with Wang Guizhi as a commoner at the beginning? This guy is not planning to give up pursuing the school flower, is he? Su Xinghe also learned about the situation here through eyeliner. Seeing Qin Feng's intention of giving up, he panicked. He patted the table in the office and shook the teacups to the ground, saying, "What a bloody cold beauty. Where dare she dare?" He also warned Qin Feng not to accost her. Don't make trouble. I'm not afraid of making trouble. Although Luo Xian really gave some advice, there was no intention of threatening. But here in Suxing River, it's just a smell of threat. Isn't this school flower whitewashed? Waiting for Qin Feng. This woman is ruining my Su group's plan. Upon seeing this, Butler Zhang picked up the teacup on the ground and asked, "Master, what's going on with that big fire? That girl named Luo Xian is really cold and aloof. No matter how Qin Feng tries to approach her, he has no way to start." Also, he warned Qin Feng not to approach her. Su Xinghe said angrily. Upon seeing this, Butler Zhang paused and said, "In today's society, girls like excellent men. So, let's find a name and make Qin Feng wealthy. This way, the chances will be greater, right?" Upon hearing this, Su Xinghe shook his head and said, "It's useless. This woman's own family is already very wealthy, not a materialist woman. No matter how rich Qin Feng is, it's useless." "What about our mobile phone technology?" said Butler Zhang anxiously. Su Xinghe didn't immediately respond. He looked at the old butler in front of him, took a few strong puffs of smoke, and then spoke. "There's nothing we can do. For the sake of my Su group's century-long plan, I think we can only use unjust tactics. An unjust trick. Is that so? Once the super-strong mobile phone chip technology is introduced, what will happen to the status of domestically produced phones in the Dragon Empire?" Su Xinghe is very clear here that he no longer wants Qin Feng to slowly pursue this cold school flower. "I'm afraid even if I use up all the heat of Qin Feng's life, I can't melt this iceberg." Su Xinghe decided to find another shortcut from now on. Wasting everyone 1 second, please vote for the recommended and monthly tickets. Thank you very much. If you need to add a group, please contact the group number 250232812, end of this chapter. Chapter 10. Hasn't started yet, is it surrendering? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10 hasn't started yet, is it surrendering? In the office of the experimental building, Gu Xiaochun, as the teacher sponsored by Luo Xian's father, must have reported the situation here to the past. "Mr. Luo, I'm afraid Miss has encountered some trouble here. My daughter has encountered some trouble. What's going on?" Luo Qiuxia asked anxiously. It's like this. I saw a classmate named Qin Feng around Miss who was constantly chatting up and harassing me, and I wanted to get rid of him. I didn't expect Qin Feng to find the principal through some channels. The principal gave me the upper hand and told me not to meddle. Gu Xiaochun thought of what happened just now, feeling slightly displeased. With a tone of complaint, she said, and Principal Huang also said that Qin Feng is not easy to deal with, otherwise the Luo family who sponsored my education behind my back won't be able to secure my position. Who is this Qin Feng? I haven't heard of it. Luo Qiuxia also became worried. Her daughter wouldn't really be favored by any super-rich second generation, would she? Qin Feng is dressed in ordinary clothes and doesn't seem like a wealthy person, but it seems that many important people have been caring about him recently, and the root cause is currently unclear. Gu Xiaochun said and asked lightly, Mr. Luo, how should we handle this matter? Don't pay attention, what Xian hates the most is this kind of playboy. After a period of indifference, his enthusiasm will decrease a lot. Luo Qiuxia is quite clever, and without knowing the opponent's strength, she didn't make any action. Anyway, her daughter's temperament is like this, and she hasn't seen a man who can melt this iceberg yet. After these wealthy second-generation people have worked in vain, they will naturally give up. After hanging up Gu Xiaochun's phone call, Luo Qiuxia sat in the office and instructed her subordinates, go check for me and find out who this Qin Feng is. If his strength is not good, then communicate with him and ask him not to harass my daughter. If his strength is strong, then let's talk again. A few minutes later, the male secretary entered the chairman's office and reported, Mr. Luo. I can't find a lot of information about Qin Feng. It seems that someone has hidden it. Can't find any information about this person. Luo Dong's eyes widened in surprise, is it from the empire? I'm not sure, I can only tell from his classmates that he should be a poor college student. Poor college students should have a superficial identity, right? Since Principal Huang can greet them, it's definitely not easy. Luo Qiuxia decided to see this and said, don't worry about this Qin style for now. A playboy, besides giving up after crazy pursuit, can't cause any big waves. But in the next moment, Luo Qiuxia heard the door of the office being knocked heavily a few times. Who is it? Come in. As soon as the office door opened, it turned out to be the general manager of the company. He anxiously said, Mr. Luo, things are not going well. Our company is being suppressed by a mysterious cash flow, and our stock market is falling again and again. Upon hearing this, Luo Qiuxia immediately opened the computer on her desk and found that her company's stock price had indeed been declining. What's going on here? Have you figured it out? This mysterious cash flow. Who did it happen to be? Just as Luo Qiuxia asked, her private phone rang. Luo Qiuxia took a look. It turns out to be an unfamiliar number. Excuse me, who are you? How could you have someone else's private number? Hee hee. First, a very cold voice came from across, and then he sneered, is it difficult to check your personal phone number for Luo Qiuxia? That voice is very mature and lazy. Who the hell are you? What do you want? Luo Qiuxia felt in her heart that it was not kind to come. Mr. Luo, I believe you are currently investigating the mysterious source of funds for suppressing your company, right? Is it you? Are you behind my back with my company? Who the hell are you? Luo Qiuxia reacted and understood that the other party must have some kind of transaction to threaten her. Su Group, Su Xinghe. Su Xinghe slowly uttered a few words. I almost scared Luo Qiuxia so much that she couldn't even hold her phone firmly. Who is Su Xinghe? That's the head of the first consortium of the Dragon Empire. Although his company already has billions of assets, compared to the Su Group, it is like a firefly burning like a bright moon in the sky. Mr. Su, we have had no grievances recently and no grudges in the past. Why is that so? I'm going to ask your daughter now. Su Xinghe smiled lightly. Xian. Luo Qiuxia immediately thought of the young man Qin Feng when she heard the other person say so. You're right, I'll teach you a lesson first. If your daughter still doesn't know the current situation, tomorrow when she wakes up, your company's stock market will once again turn green. Su Xinghe smiled seasonedly. You shouldn't doubt that our Su group doesn't have this strength, do you? You're going too far. Since your child likes my daughter, you can pursue it yourself and exchange it for love through power. Is it interesting? Luo Qiuxia faced Su Xinghe, naturally not having any determination, and could only beg for mercy in this arrogant but very timid way. Although the strong twisted melon is not sweet, it quenches thirst. Su Xinghe smiled lightly. After all, as long as two people are together, whether they really like it or are forced to, it should be considered as completing the task. Facing Su Xinghe's tough attitude, Luo Qiuxia's lips trembled a few times and countered, "Aren't you afraid that I'll sue you from the empire? No matter how impressive your Su family group is, they're just merchants under the empire. This is just a deal. If you don't want it, we can suppress our peers and the empire can't control it, right?" Su Xinghe smiled faintly. "And if you agree to this, then I can help you take the land that your company wants recently. Then I'll give it to you with my hands, and your company will board the big ship of the Su group. Can't you ride the wind and waves?" Su Xinghe gave a sweet date with a stick, which was the grace and power of the superior. He believed that no one would refuse such benefits. Luo Qiuxia's heart began to shake at this moment, but when she thought of herself as such a daughter, did she ignore her daughter's happiness for the sake of her career? "Give you half an hour to consider. Your company will be safe and sound during this time, but after this time, I won't know," Su Xinghe said, about to hang up the phone. But Luo Qiuxia retorted, "No need, I'll tell you now that even if the company goes bankrupt, you can't expect to succeed." Luo Qiuxia said. "Hang up the phone with a snap." But a qualified father, Su Xinghe never expected that the other party would have such an attitude, and this matter is quite tricky. But in order to reward Qin Feng for completing the task and to suppress Apple phones with just one strike from domestic phones, Su Xinghe felt that he had done the right thing and would do his best to compensate the Luo family afterwards. "Master, Luo Qiuxia's family is quite big. We can't get it from him personally, we can try his clan members." Zhang Butler noticed this and gave Su Xinghe another warning. After a pause, Su Xinghe also realized and said, "What do you mean is to ask his people to persuade Luo Qiuxia?" On the other hand, at this moment, Luo Qiuxia was walking alone in the office, feeling disoriented and anxious. What should I do? Now it's caught up with the Su group. Is it really going to end? Is there a way to achieve both? Why don't we let our daughter agree? Anyway, we'll just act on the spot. No, with my daughter's temperament, I probably wouldn't even agree to act. When Luo Qiuxia was extremely anxious, he suddenly thought of someone and immediately dialed the phone, saying, "Hello, Mr. Nangong, I have encountered some trouble here. Wasting everyone 1 second, please vote for the recommended and monthly tickets. Thank you very much. If you need to add a group, please contact the group number 250232812, end of this chapter.